Water feature lovers, welcome back to the Oasis. I was with a client the other day and his wife told me that he was absolutely shocked at what it took to maintain his water feature after the thing was completed, and I thought to myself, holy cow, what a great idea for a video. So today's video is just that. We're gonna cover a whole bunch of goodies so that you have a crystal clear understanding of what it's gonna take in sweat equity and in dollar bills to maintain and keep your water feature running optimally, because I like all surprises to be good surprises. So let's get right to it. By the way, I'm John Adams with Modern Design Aquascaping, and our team builds world-class ponds, fountains, and waterfalls out of natural stone and wood. And it is my personal pleasure to educate you today about water features. So thanks for joining the Adams family. Stay tuned. All right, kids, so first of all, the last thing in the world I want is for you to think that I'm steering you away from water feature ownership. I'm getting real with you. This is real information so that you'll be crystal clear on what to expect after you write your last check for the construction of your water feature. I want you to know what to expect moving on down the highway. So here's what we're gonna cover. I'm gonna talk to you about maintenance and what water feature maintenance is going to look like for you in either dollars to pay somebody else to do it or in sweat equity, so that you have expectations of what's going to go on there. We're also going to dig into maintenance products, because it's sort of like cleaning your house. You got these things that you're going to use like dish soap and whatnot to keep your house clean. You're going to have the same thing going on with your water feature. I'm going to then dig into electrical consumption. Based on what you build, you're going to have an electrical cost related to your water feature, and I want to dig into kind of what that's going to be so that you know what's going to happen to your electric bill after this thing is finished. Also, we're going to dig into your wear outs. What's going to wear out in my water feature? What are going to be kind of my long-term? Consider your automobile, guys. What is going to happen? We're going to have to replace the tires. We're going to have to replace the brake pads. We're going to have 100,000-mile maintenance. You're going to have some things that are sort of like that with your water feature, and we're going to touch on those. And then at the end, I've got a few gold nuggets that may or may not be mandatory things for your water feature, but for me, I like to set expectations for that stuff because I think they are very valuable to the overall water feature experience. Again, let me reiterate, I love my water feature. Don't think I'm scaring you off of having one. I'm just preparing you so that you know exactly what to expect after that thing's finished. Like I said, all surprises are good surprises. Let's dig right into it. Oh, let's talk about ongoing maintenance. Guys, there's certain things you're gonna have to do to your water feature. I don't care if you have a pond, if you have a waterfall, if you have a fountain. There's things. These are the things. You're gonna have to do a spring cleaning. Just like your house, every water feature needs to have a spring cleaning. The point is to remove all the crud that's accumulated over the course of the last year. Boom, that's the end of that. If you're gonna do it, our average pond construction takes a person a day to do. That's going to be your sweat equity. You're going to dedicate a day to cleaning your water feature. If it's smaller, it'll be less. If it's massive, it'll be more. You can talk to us. We have a great process for putting together what our cost would be, or talk to your professionals that are doing your water feature to find out what the ongoing cost is going to be for your annual spring clean out. The next thing is going to be routine maintenance, guys. Our water feature is not maintenance free. Nothing in this world is maintenance free. Each week there's going to be a few things that you have to do to keep your water feature looking pristine. The average water feature owner, whether it's a pond or a waterfall, is going to spend 15 to 30 minutes a week during the summer season to keep the feature looking pristine. Some people who are very anal will spend more time than that. Other people like to do one of these and do nothing at all. Your results will be a direct result of what you put into it. All water features are going to look pretty good, but it's going to take some love during the summertime. Again, our website has prices for maintenance programs, or talk to your pond professional, water feature professional, to find out what your cost is going to be for ongoing maintenance. The next thing we're going to talk about is going to be your fall maintenance, guys. Obviously, it's exactly what it sounds like. There's a process. By the way, we have videos on how to clean a pond, how to clean a waterfall, how we do fall maintenance, how we clean a wetland filter. All of this stuff's already on our channel. I'll put a link to our maintenance videos up there. And you guys can check that out if you're interested in whether or not you think you're going to do that on your own, or you want to know what we would do if we were to clean your water feature. Anyways, back to fall maintenance. Going to take you probably 2 to 4 hours to average water feature to get that done. And then there's also an option for some people that they want to put a net up during the winter time to keep leaves and stuff from falling in their waterfall, to keep predators from getting their fish, whatever. So the net is potentially an add-on cost that you could incur if you don't want to put it up yourself. And the last thing for routine maintenance is going to be a midwinter checkup. We love to do this because it catches a lot of problems that can just be very expensive to fix if left unchecked throughout the wintertime. So if you're willing to put your hands in the cold water 15 to 20 minutes a couple times throughout the wintertime, that can be an expectation on your end, or it can be part of our maintenance program to come out and check things out as needed. But that's really it for routine maintenance, guys. It's just not a whole lot of work. I'm going to tell you, routine maintenance for a water feature is less work than a garden area of the same space. Let's just move on to the next part so I can get my face out of this fluffy plant. The next thing to consider are maintenance products, guys. You're going to have to put some stuff in your water feature, regardless of what kind of water feature it is. We like to use beneficial bacteria and enzymes to maintain water quality. Consider it like putting Rid-X in your septic. It just breaks down organics naturally, and it's less chemical-y, if you will. There's also products that we're going to add that contain clarifiers, algicides, that sort of thing. Certain features are going to be more prone to having problems with that depending on location, water chemistry, etc. But that should be a consideration as well. If you have fish, you're also going to incur the cost of dechlorinator, which removes heavy metals and takes chlorine out of tap water. So if you don't have a good quality well water, you may need a dechlorinator, and you're also obviously going to have to buy food if you have fish. All of these products are going to vary a lot depending on how you purchase them. You know, there's auto dosers that you can get for just about any water feature system that are kind of like the George Foreman set it and forget it kind of mentality. Those are a little more expensive per month, if you will, because it's made to be very much easier for you to maintain. If you're going to be a penny pincher on your products, you can definitely buy large quantities of liquid bacteria, algicides, etc. You can buy gallon jugs. Most of these things are going to last several years, the products themselves. So as long as you plan on storing them properly, then you can buy these products in large volume and get them much cheaper by the ounce. So I can't really give you an exact cost of what it's going to be for your routine maintenance products, but once you know what your water feature is going to be, then we can give you an idea what that's going to take in order to keep that going on, or you can ask your water feature professionals what they would recommend. Green smoke water lily. That thing is stinking awesome. Guys, let's talk electrical consumption. Here's something that most people don't ever talk about when they build a water feature. And I can't cover every pump because there are so many different types of pumps, the way they're set up, different electrical consumption, cost per kilowatt hour. I mean, there's so many variables, I can't give you an answer. What I can do is I can talk about what I have here and the average stuff that we build in East Tennessee. So for us, electrical consumption for our average pond is $1 to $2 per day. My water feature here, the big Oasis swim pond, I'm spending $8 a day. I wouldn't change it for anything. This place is absolutely amazing, but I want you guys to be armed with the right information so that you can make the right decisions for your water feature needs and understand what it's going to cost you moving forward. So you can Google how to figure out what your current electrical cost is in your area, and then how many amps and watts and all that stuff, just like I did to figure out mine. Not that hard, but it's definitely something that you want to think about, how much it's going to cost to actually push the on button and run the electricity to keep your water feature going. Oh, I guess there's lights too. We could talk about landscape lighting. I've done the calculations on our landscape lighting on an average project here in East Tennessee. They're going to run somewhere between $1.50 and $5 a month. That's all I got to say about that, guys. John G. out on the electrical thing, deal, stuff. Let's get to what's next. You know, sometimes stuff just wears out. My friends, let's talk about it real quick. What's going to wear out in your water feature, and later on you're going to have to replace them. The first thing is pumps. Average lifespan, 3 to 5 years. Average warranty, 1 to 2 years. Our average pump replacement cost for us, $1,500 to $2,500, depending on, yes, you can buy your pump from Amazon if you're looking to save money and do it yourself. Just don't bring them back to us to warranty them when you buy them from Amazon. I'm just saying, send them back to Amazon. Anyways, that's all I got to say about pumps today. Next thing's a check valve. You got a check valve in your plumbing system. Flapper, sort of like what's going on in your heart, guys. It is important. It stops, when your pump goes off, it stops all the junk from your filters going back into your pond. Those things potentially fail. So a few $100s for a new check valve is a potential replacement part that you might have to get once in a while. We use those in waterfalls and in ponds and in fountains. Any water feature is liable to have one. Last thing we're going to talk about that's a regular wear item is going to be lighting. Obviously lighting goes bad, whether it's LED lights or halogen lights. Eventually they all burn out, so be prepared that eventually you're going to have to repair some light fixtures. Boom! Look at that, Sawyer's basket. Have you heard about our foundation, the Sawyer Mason Foundation? Check it out, guys. It's a really good thing. Do me a favor, by the way, as long as I'm just making this shameless self-promotion part of my video, like, comment down there in the comment section, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell, you'll get notifications about all the cool stuff that we put out. I appreciate you supporting us, spending time with the Adams family. The last few nuggets that I want to share with you are what the other potential expenses are that you're going to come up with from building a water feature. It's going to be the hub in your yard, and you're going to build things around it. It's going to create a lot of wants and desires in your heart, and you're going to start chasing after them. Trust me, I'm a water feature addict. I know. You're going to want a patio. You're going to want a place to put a bench. You're going to want some flower pots. You're going to start expanding this living area around your water feature. Be prepared for it. It's going to happen because it's going to draw you out to it. It's a reality. But another expense that I really hadn't thought about in the beginning was all of my tropical flowers. I absolutely love to do tropical flowers, and they don't come back here because they're tropical. Yep, I said it. So I spend a lot of money on tropical water lilies and tropical pond plants, and they're stuffed up here in Sawyer's basket that's not coming back. I'll have to replant that. So consider that. You're probably going to spork out some money to have some really beautiful plants that don't grow in other parts of your garden in your water feature area. It's going to inspire you to spend more money on plants. Ooh, why was that so hard to say? Anyways, that's a real thing. And not only is there that portion of the plants, but if you have a pond and you have water lilies, once you've experienced exceptional water lilies, you're going to realize that you have to repot those water lilies and fertilize them every year in order to get that amazing, incredible growth that you get on year one. So you can plan on either spending a few hours and materials per water lily to create these amazing focal points in your pond, or you can pay somebody else to do it. But I'm pretty addicted to lilies. I got all different kinds of them. I'm getting ready to make more videos on water lilies because they're stinking cool. Anyways, so there's that, and the fish. I'm a fish addict. I went to Japan, picked out my own fish. I want one of every kind, maybe two. Anyway, so be prepared for that. You can go out and get fish like any other, like you can with dogs. You can get a mutt or you can get a pedigree. I just choose the pedigrees because I'm a fish connoisseur. So anyways, that's the last thing I got to say about that. That's the last expense. I already did the shameless self-promotion part of the video, and I promoted the Sawyer Mason Foundation. And I just want you guys to know that all this comes from a place of love. This video may unsell me some water features. Who knows? But the reality is I've shared information that will help you have perfect expectations with your water feature, and that's the goal, to educate and inspire people about ponds, fountains, and waterfalls. So I feel like I've done my job today. I would like to graciously thank you for spending time with John G and the Adams family. John G out.